It's good? It's about the time the music should come in, hopefully. It better. It's going to be really awkward, me dancing and grooving. Hey, what's up, everybody? I hit that. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Alex Sigrist, and I'm here for another episode of Alex Uncut. Every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Korea time, or 7 a.m. some other time, maybe Chicago, probably. I don't know. That's up here, one of the places. And I will answer a question from the previous Uncut videos comment section that my friends have chosen. There are going to be 3 questions asked to me, and I'm going to choose one of them to give a long-form answer and one of them to give a short-form answer. You guys know what to do. Leave your questions down below for next week's Uncut episode. Sujin's going to be helping out today. Sujin, what's up? What are the questions that are from the viewers?
Dusty Rose asked, what's the most embarrassing story from your childhood?
Okay.
First question. Second one comes from Jenny Mila.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like things to be carefully planned, or do you prefer to just go with the flow?
All right.
And the keyword, how do you deal with the day-to-day stress of life?
Ooh. Okay. I will answer the embarrassing childhood story at the end because I have a quick answer on that one. And so daily stress versus what was the second one? I've already blanked out because I started thinking about the daily stress one. Just go with the flow. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about number 3. That was a tough one. I don't know. We're gonna talk about how do I deal with the daily stresses of life. We're all stressed out. That's like the first important thing to know about this question. If you think anyone out there is not stressed out, you see some kind of like hippie doing meditation or whatever, and like, I've just realized the calmness of life. Yes, there are some people who are less stressed than others, but we all worry about things. Unless you're a Buddhist monk practicing and doing really good at what they do, you're stressed, especially if you live in a big city like Seoul. We live in Seoul right now, and it's not just the fast-paced life of moving from A to B and everyone's pushing you around. It's also because you're standing around other people who are competitive and pushing you to be more competitive. And so you are just forced into these stressful situations, whether or not you want to be in them or not. So now that we've talked about that, and I've got myself a little worked up about it, we acknowledge that everyone around us is stressful, and that's step number 1. Realize you're not alone. Step number 2 for me personally is to do something that puts me in my happy place. It's very simple. You laugh all you want, Sujin. It's cute. Yeah. But getting into your happy place can be a lot of things. Number 1, it could honestly be a cup of coffee. I don't drink coffee, but a cup of tea. It could be going to the gym. For me, I think that's my number 1 de-stressors. I go to the gym because I don't pay attention to people on my phone anymore. I'm focused on something very simple, something you're very good at, or something that you can just kind of do the routine of. I cook as well, and I don't cook anything fantastically amazing, so it's just very simple process of getting into that happy place, which is more of like a rhythm of something you enjoy doing. So that's another way to get over stress. Another thing I do personally, for me as an extrovert, is I do call up friends. I call up people I can talk to one-on-one, or I try to set up events, or you try and hang out with someone that you really care about, right? It's a very important thing to do, where you go with them and you find the people who understand what you're going through and don't necessarily give you advice on you must do this and this to fix it, but they get you, and they're just lending an ear to help you get over that problem. So whatever that stress is, you got to be around people. Another thing that I personally like to do when I'm super stressed, and the way that you get over in the day-to-day life, is to just kind of get lost in your workflow. That may not make a lot of sense to some people, but I'm talking about your workflow of your hobby, or what it is. I used to make music, and now I make YouTube videos. And when I'm stressed with everything else around me, I focus on something that I'm passionate about, something I care about, and I kind of step away from the thing that's stressing me out. You know, there are deadlines to make with work, but to be honest, eventually you find out that some of those deadlines can be pushed back. You can ask for more time, and you just step back and do whatever hobby it is that you want to get better at. When I did music, I would actually go for like hours and hours and hours without eating because I'd forget. You just kind of put the headphones on and you get lost in this other world, and you're able to kind of transport yourself into this kind of new dimension of not caring about those stressful things in life. So that's very helpful as well. I don't know if I have much else advice for people out there because each advice is individual. Like I said, like cooking, exercising, working on my YouTube videos, spending time with people I care about. Those are the easy ones I can tell you right off the bat. And knowing that other people, of course, are also stressed makes you realize that this is something that you go through with other people. The last thing is something that I don't know if I'd recommend it to other people, but I love listening to music that fits with my mood. And some people think that you have to listen to happy music when you want to become happier, but to be honest, I think when the mood matches the song, it's better. When you're getting ready for a big football or soccer game, you don't listen to something that is necessarily all about focus, like classical music. You listen to stuff that gets your energy up. It kind of fits with the mood. But the same thing goes with the negatives in life. If you've ever had a breakup recently, you're not going up and listening to all these happy songs from Natasha Bedingfield. You're listening to probably Taylor Swift songs or something like that. Let's be honest. The reason I say that, and this goes back to the friendship thing, is when you're listening to music or watching a movie that relates to the mood you're in, what that does is connect your spirit, your humanness, with somebody else. Yes, Taylor Swift wrote a song about her ex, but the reality of the situation is you listening to that song reminds you that you're not the only one out there. Maybe you think she's the one who has the same feelings as you, which is true, or the people who also listen to her music. I would say music is a great way to do it, and don't try to cheat the system by only listening to happy music. Go ahead and get into the emotions, get into the stress in life. Listen to that angry rock music that says I hate my boss or I hate life, whatever it is, like just get into the emotion, but feel the emotions. Don't just get angry at other people necessarily. That's how I deal with stress. All right. I don't know what you guys think about that one. I kind of just mentally blacked out right there and just kind of spit out some of the answers. But hopefully you guys can relate to one or two of those suggestions of how to de-stress in a horrible situation. Take one or two of them, apply it to your life, or go ahead and leave a comment down below and tell me what de-stressor I should really be taking care of. You'll notice I didn't say alcohol. I don't think that helps with my stress necessarily, but for some people it might. I don't know. Leave a comment. Tell me why I'm right, I'm wrong. Tell me why you love this video. Hashtag feed the narcissism. Give this button a like. Oh, by the way, don't forget the video's not over because there were two other questions that I want to talk about. The one question was it painful childhood memory or something? Most embarrassing, which is also painful. I almost killed someone at a science museum once. They were doing a really realistic Mission to Mars program, and I was like the mission control, like, hey, get out of the air capsule, the airtight space. And apparently they actually did suck out all the air, and I didn't somehow initiate her leaving the capsule, and she passed out. Yeah, she didn't die, but it's kind of embarrassing. Murderer, I know. And number two again, I think it was Jenny's question. Which one was that? Oh, I am someone who doesn't like to plan it. I mean, look at what I'm doing right there. This is like non-planning. On my vacations, I love to not know what's happening. You have like a general plan of what direction you want to be going, but after that, have fun, explore, find a new cafe, find a new place, go into a new topic here on a YouTube channel. Anything's possible. Y'all know how it is. Wow, I am speaking fast today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This was Alex Uncut. Leave a question for next week's Alex Uncut. And of course, we'll probably answer a few more in a future Alex Uncut Overtime edition featuring Mika and Korea. Yeah. Do some of that stuff. Subscribe if you haven't already. We've got videos coming out every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. This was Alex Uncut, as real as it gets.